Wait, how long?
Probably every like 3 minutes she asked us.
As soon as you got there?
We were probably there for like a half an hour. And then she said, well, when are we leaving? My mom and I are like, oh my gosh. Like, my mom's like, okay, we're going to leave at 5 o'clock. Here's the clock. Let's take a look at that. Once it hits 5, we'll leave.
Has she always been like that, or
No, it's definitely gotten way worse.
she doesn't have like Alzheimer's or
Yeah,
anything?
no, I mean, it's like borderline probably, but not diagnosed. Her memory is so interesting. She'll like sit there and ask the same question so many times over. But then she'll be like, okay, so Liz is leaving for Italy on August 9th. I'm like, Brittany, how do you know that? Like, that's right, but how do you know that? Like, you don't know, like, what? She asked me what my company name is, probably 4 times at dinner. And my mom just like shot me an eye, and I was like, oh, great, it's company Francesco. She was like, oh, okay. It's fine. But my poor mom, I feel like after hearing that all day long, every day, always, I'm like, Mom, you really need to stop being the hero and just have some fun. That would drive me crazy after
Can't they put like a assisted living for a lot of money?
it's a lot of money, and then it's just kind of like depressing to like really rich people. And usually when people go in those, they either like fall off right your head and then they die.
My mom would never like she was like controlling us if we ever said it.
Well, and it's so funny because my mom used to say that too, and now she's like, oh, okay, I kind of see how like this would be very difficult if you were still working or you had a ton of kids or like she's literally like a kid. She needs constant attention.
Because she's 87?
She's 89. She turns 90 in September. But like all things considered, she's doing way better than she was. Oh my gosh. And then she has a physical therapist that will come out to the house, so that's really nice.
So at that age, like what is her like enjoyment out of life besides like what people think?
Like what's the meaning of life?
Yeah, like what is she
No, it's sad because like a lot of her friends will die, and then she's like, I don't know anyone anymore. I'm like, really? So sad. And then she'll sometimes say, I forget exactly what the wording that she uses, but she's like, I think I'm gonna die soon. And we're like, really? Or she'll be like, I think my time is coming. We're like, really?
Yeah, when my dad died, like that was sad. I mean, I love my dad, like it, but it was nothing compared to what happened when his mom died. That was just like a different level.
How old was it when you passed away?
My mom was last 2 days before her 80th birthday. And my dad died. So but he had before he passed, like I'd say a year or two, he had like he was never really diagnosed with it, but you could tell he had like Alzheimer's. But it wasn't like he still remember like he remembered some things, but then something he didn't like. And then you could see in his brain like trying to remember. Like this guy, what do you mean? That's why I'm like worried about it, because my memory is already bad, so and I'm only 50.
I feel like there has to be
remember I used to be in a networking group, and there was this lady, she owned a business, and it was called, something to do with like memory. And like, there are things that we can do. But I'm not going to do memory.
I'll just be clueless.
Yeah, I'll just be like, whatever. I'm so cheap right now. Yeah. Other people have to know me. Yeah, but they're older. I'm like the youngest one, so.
Who's going to deal with you? I'm worried about that too. I'm like, who's going to deal with me?
You're going to have to deal with me then.
I'll deal with me. I'll put you with my mom. Driving me nutty too.
Yeah.
You guys could play pickleball.
Yeah.
It'll be like table pickleball.
Yeah. Well, that's ping pong.
You could be in the kitchen. The actual kitchen.
Yeah.
I know I had like a mini freak out. So, did I tell you there was a girl that I worked with at TK? Like so smart. So, she was on product, and I was working with the product team really closely, and I had like just started to get to know her. And she took me to her husband to play to Disney. And on the way home, we were driving home, and they ran into the back of the truck, and the mom and dad were on his birthday. I'm like, oh. And that was like my biggest wake-up call when I was like, I cannot do that. And then I was also like, oh my gosh, what would happen to me like when I get older or something that, you know, I'm like, oh my gosh. It really freaks me out. And that was when I was like, okay, I'm going to start looking for something else. Every time I started looking, I'm just like, this sounds awful. I still cannot handle when like course or I'm still something awful.
Yeah, I tried, well, I don't know if I told you, for a while, I went to the post office,
Okay, cool.
and I try and
I
do
can
it.
see you doing that.
Oh my God, I try and do it. Everything is like micromanaged. Like, they'll be like, okay, you gotta have the mail back by 5 o'clock. But then we'll be like, okay, like they would tell you all these like safety things, right? Safety things they can cover their ass, right? Like, oh yeah, you can't back up, you can't do this, you can't do that. But have the mail back by 5 o'clock. Yeah, you know, it's like, yeah. But I didn't like it because I didn't have like the right vehicle. I had a grandma too. Like you gotta use your own car. Like they didn't have. The funny thing is now they have. I go by there. Now they have like brand new mailbox. But when I was doing it, I had to. You know what a grandma too is? It's like a big boat of a car. But but you have to drive. So the steering wheel's not on the right side. It's on the left side. Then you have to drive on the passenger, and then you have to drive. And it's so hard, like really. And then, but other, people that work here, but I was like, when you first start there, you're basically called like casual, like you have to fill in for like the regular one, right? So, like the regular ones, they all have like the keys that have the steering wheel on the right side. So, if I had the right vehicle and I was younger, I'd probably get scared, but I'm like, what am I going to do? But, you know what's crazy? This was only probably like, I don't know, maybe 5 or 6 years ago. And like, the starting pay here was $18 an hour. And they said that was considered like good. And like, I couldn't even imagine, like, it wouldn't, a you go work at a gas station, they do $2 an hour.
I mean now, but
Yeah, but I mean, they had to raise the price.
they have, I know, what's the minimum hourly now?
It doesn't matter. Everything's $20 prices going up. They always like pouring flavors and like they like doing it.
Yeah, I'll just buy from, I just buy like watermelon, but it's annoying.
How much is that for alcohol?
4.5.
Oh my god. Yeah.
That's crazy. I didn't ever realize it was
Well,
that
8 actually is pretty high. Because the beer is only 6.
No, this is not. But I guess that Bamboo Island bar, we went there one time with Cheryl, who just talked the whole time.
Little show?
Yeah, like short travel.
Oh yeah. You know what we're doing, huh?
Yeah, we're on after the meetup that we did. We posted
Oh
with.
yeah.
Yes, and she literally just talked and talked and talked.
Oh yeah, now I
Remember
remember.
that?
Yeah,
So we went there, and that place, they don't have their liquor license, but they buy wine that's like vodka wine, and their mojito that they get like their wine from. It tastes exactly like mojito. I don't know how they do it, and it gives me a buzz. I'm like, I don't know. I don't know how you do this.
how do they do it without a liquor license?
So they have a beer and wine license. So they'll buy this like special wine. So I don't know if like they have
Oh, they
a
call it a
certain.
wine.
Yeah.
Or something else.
Maybe. But I think it's actually wine, but it's like flavored like rum. So I don't know if they have like a limit of like you can only have up to 12% or something, and then they buy something that's 12% exactly. I wish I brought another straw so I didn't have to lift my head up. So lazy.
Who else did we go there with? That was it. Her?
I think my mom.
I know your mom and
I
her.
think it was just the four of us. Because I think my mom ended up just like asking, like listening to her. I don't know. Oh, that was wild.
Yeah, she was gonna come on with a group collab I was doing, but she said, "Oh, I have to take I have to take my dog, and I'm like, oh my god. I was like, but they didn't take the picture of the pets, so I was like, I'm sorry. Why should she be able to get a dog when she's always traveling? How the
I
heck?
don't know. I mean, I guess if she had a small dog, maybe she could.
Yeah, the Lucy's kind of 10 pounds small.
Yes. My dogs are 80 pounds for reference. Each.
Yeah, no one hurt. But yeah, she's so small. She could never have a big dog.
That's really true.
They were like bigger than her. 80 pounds. She probably weighs 80 pounds.
She probably does weigh 80 pounds.
I think she's the shortest person I ever seen without being what do you call it? It's a politically correct. Yeah.
Is there like a technical term for that now? Is
Little.
midget mean?
But I think that would be worse. Like I would rather be called a midget than
Right?
Right?
I mean, I wouldn't want to be called a little person. I'm like, no, I'm a big person. I'm a big kid.
Yeah.
Just looking at the sky. I think we're okay for now.
Well, they said no rain, so that means we'll probably most likely get rain.
I know, right? Like literally.
I swear to God, I never heard a weather person ever say, boy, we really screwed up that forecast last night, yesterday.
Yeah, never. Not once. No accountability, those other men. Yeah, it'll be interesting. Like, I always listen to Dennis Phillips for, like, hurricane related. And he's usually right.